Hello, I'm talking about Sun in Pisces. This is a hugely important transit, yet there are many unsettled indications. What are they? How to deal with it? Let's explore. Hello, everybody. This is Komilla Sutton, and I'm discussing Sun in Pisces by transit. Now, Sun in Pisces by transit is very important as far as Vedic astrology is concerned because it includes the equinox and the new moon in Pisces is celebrated as Ugadi, as New Year, but it is also the time when the new Panchanga is opened. Plus, this is the Shukla Pratipada, when a new moon in Pisces is the time when all the world horoscope is decided. So Chaitra Shukla Pratipada, which is this year on 5th of April, all the horoscope of what the world is going through. And because the sun is unsteady in Pisces this year, that means everything else is getting a domino effect and is unsettled. And why is sun unsettled in Pisces? Is because its ruler, Jupiter, is Gandanta throughout the time. This is very rare, normally you get a short Gandanta for Jupiter. I've done a separate video for that. But throughout the time that sun is in Pisces, from 14th of March to 14th of April, Jupiter is in Gandanta. One day sun in Pisces is without Gandanta, because from 15th onwards, right up to the end, Jupiter is going forward and backward in Gandanta. So the underlying support is not there. And that is not just for USA or India. It is for the world, because the time of the Chaitra Shukla Pratipada, this is regarded by the ancients as the time when creation began. So every year with Chaitra Shukla Pratipada, the annual charts are decided for the world, and predictions are done about what the world is going to experience. So we have sun in Pisces, sun moon, that is every year you have. But the Lord of Pisces, Jupiter, is in 0 degrees of Sagittarius at that time. So a very unstable, unsettled energy. And the whole transit of sun in Pisces is going to be unstable, unsettled. And therefore we have to be conscious of it. Of course, if you are Leo Lagna, then it affects you most, or I would say it affects people who are in power, whether you are a president or prime minister, or you are heading any powerful position, then you will get affected by it. And then the end of Pisces is another Gandanta, and that is Pisces Aries Gandanta. So Jupiter will be in Gandanta, Sun will be also in Gandanta on 13th, 14th of April. So these are very kind of unsettled times. And same time we have Jupiter, Mercury retrograde part of this energy as well. So as Sun goes into Pisces, of course, Pisces is a sign of transformation, change. It's the last sign of the Zodiac. So it's about putting down ideas and things for the next year. And it is also for the future, and it's about transformation and change. And I would say that the best way to deal with this unsteady, unstable energy is to do things spiritually, to be philosophical about things. If you want to look at some of the positive things that are happening during this 1 month transit. So Sun in Pisces is supported by the transit Veena Yoga. Veena Yoga is by transit is quite rare, and Veena is another name for Goddess Saraswati, and it is the blessing of Goddess Saraswati. Veena Yoga takes place when 7 planets are in 7 signs. And this month in March, from 12th of March to 22nd of March, 7 planets are in 7 signs. And when Sun moves into Pisces, then at the same time on the same day, Mercury moves back into Aquarius. So they maintain the 7 signs. Rahu Ketu are not counted in this. So we can say that this Veena Yoga is actually supporting all the other activity as well, and helping the Sun be, supported during this very unsettled time. And then, on 29th of March, Jupiter goes into Sagittarius, which is again the 10th house from Pisces, but still it is in Gandanta. So this Gandanta energy is a bit complicated, all the time. And then 10th of April, Jupiter goes retrograde, which is the lord of Sun as well. So I would say that it is important to keep things balanced and not to unsettle yourself. And as I said, that doing something spiritual, studying, working with that is important for you. Then let us just look at the Chaitra Shukla Pratipada. Chaitra Shukla Pratipada is the annual world chart that we study as astrologers. And this is given in Kalprakashika has given it in detail. But this year it is on 5th of April. Let me just look at it. So Chaitra Shukla is 5th of April. And it is again the Sun in Pisces and where it is in the chart. So generally this chart is made for the time of the Pratipada Tithi starting. So the first Tithi starting, which is just after the exact new moon. And and for the capital city of where you are. So if I'm looking at USA, I would make the Chaitra Shukla for Washington, D.C., for India, New Delhi, and other countries according to their capital cities. So this is a long drawn-out process, but the main thing to recognize is that this year, because the Chaitra Shukla has Gandanta Jupiter on, and Jupiter being the lord of both the sun and the moon, because remember, this is new moon. That means the world is going through some unsettled transformatory energy. And you'll see that in different countries, different places, there will be changes taking place. And that is almost guaranteed. Which way they manifest, and you can already see the unsettled energy. Of course, this Chaitra Shukla has the Saturn Ketu, has the Jupiter Gandanta. So it depends what houses the sun moon go in, but it's also the general atmosphere where the energy is happening. So to remember that, then as far as sun is concerned, sun goes into 3 nakshatras. It starts from 14th of March to 18th of March in Purvabhadra. At that time, the transit Veena Yoga is on. Purvabhadra is a Pushkara Pada as well, so it's quite positive for the sun. There is some optimism. Gandanta is not biting as yet because, remember the planet has to go towards exact 0 degrees. So we are not feeling pretty optimistic. And one of the things about Pisces is always has grand ideas. And I would say all of you keep those ideas a little bit in check because your ideas don't have a good feet on the ground. So, but you can feel very optimistic. And then from 18th to 31st of March, the sun is in Uttarabhadra. Uttarabhadra is you want to really hide away. Uttarabhadra is this deep sea snake that wants to stay away in their own space, meditate, do spiritual things. Great time to do yoga, to do some study, to do things. Pisces is not a time for doing business. It's a time for more maybe self-awareness and check up your health, do things for yourself, physical, mental, spiritual. That would be the best thing to do. And then from 31st of March right up to 14th of April is in Revati, and Revati is about ideas for the future. So rather than thinking about today, think about ideas. Don't act on the ideas, but think creatively. What is it that you want, where you're going? If things are not working out, then be patient, allow things to develop. And then 13th, 14th of April is Gandanta. And it is a positive Gandanta because Sun goes into Aries. And 14th of April, now we have support of the Sun, is going to be in Aries. Remember, 13th, 14th is Sankranti of March and April. So on Sankranti days, it's always good to do some inward work, inner work. But I think I'm just telling you all of Pisces is like that. But 13th, 14th of March, 13th, 14th of April, this is a time to meditate, especially about what has happened the last month, where you want to go in the next month, and definitely more positive energy coming in April with the Sun exalted. So it will give you more confidence. And so I would say that the best thing to do in this Sun in Pisces is to be more introverted, to do things that are creative, spiritual, but also keep a lid on your grand ideas. The ideas are good thing, process them, but don't act on them next year. And 13th, 14th of April is also Sun in Gandanta between Pisces and Aries. So to keep an eye out that always Sun goes into Gandanta 3 times a year. So this is a further unstable energy. Sun Gandanta, Jupiter Gandanta as well. So all the best, and lots happening just now with the planets, and I'm going to be recording every day, really, more and more stuff for you, because I want you to be on top of the situation. Thank you very much. My website is komilla.com, and I appreciate all your support, and do like my page as well. My page, I'm saying, like my this thing, my YouTube thing.